Bruh, so you mean to tell me that you fucking a nigga in the army with him, tribe? Like, out of all the niggas in the world, you fucking a dude that was in the army with him, that's on the same break as him, that's on the same stepping team and everything with him? Like, bro, what the fuck going on, man? This shit crazy, bro. The world wicked. What's up with it, tribe? I'm back outside with another reaction vibe. Man, it feel good to be back on here with y'all, you hear me? But man, as y'all can see, tribe, look at this caption, man. Wife set up husband for army benefits. Like, come on, tribe. Like, what the fuck you setting up your husband for army benefits for, when I'm pretty sure he was going to the army to benefit your ass and your kids or whatever y'all got going on. Like, the shit crazy, you hear me, tribe? But man, all I can do is say, man, y'all make it real hard for us men to trust or want to marry some of you women, boy. I promise you, not all women, but some of you, just like her, y'all make it real hard for a nigga, man. You hear me? Let's watch this video, tribe, and see what the vibe is, you know? Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because I'm finna try to be consistent with these reaction videos. Y'all go check me out over there on my gaming page. I'll be over there more consistent, live everyday gaming if y'all interested in gaming and those sort of things. But I am finna come back over here and get on top of my pranks and reaction and everything else that be going on the reality show page. But again, check me out at LocZ gaming shows to see me gaming and shit like that on the daily. I appreciate y'all for tuning in with me. Let's go check this vibe out real quick, cause she's scandalous than a motherfucker, straight up.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
Like a nice ass address.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Nice neighborhood.
My husband was shot. I need help. I'm going to Friday call in St. Joe Township for a shooting. Wife is advising her husband has been shot. She's advised he's no longer breathing.
I got help coming there. I got help on the way there, okay? Stay on the line with me here.
That's crazy.
Stay on the line with me. Ma'am? What is your husband's name?
Damn, Tyrone.
Whoa. No. Do you have any idea what
Damn,
happened
he
here?
just snatched his ass out that motherfucker. You talking about whoa. What the fuck? Who's that?
Hey, back up! Whoa.
Come on, back up.
No.
Oh, that's
Do you have any
her.
idea what
That's that
happened
lady.
here?
That's
No, he just brought us something to eat.
Okay.
I was sitting on the couch eating, and then I just heard gunshots. And I ran to put my son in the room, and I came outside, and he was laying on the cart.
Okay, how many gunshots did you hear?
I don't know. I just heard a lot.
Hey, bud, I know this is messed up, but we got to get you guys out of here so we can secure this scene, okay?
Hold on, she say she heard gunshots. She went to put her son in the bed and then she heard gunshots. So they gotta be the wife then, who they snatched off the ambulance who was just talking.
Okay, we got to collect some evidence and find out what the hell's going on here, okay?
This is the story of Tyrone
Who that
Hassel
was?
III, a 23-year-old Army staff sergeant whose life was tragically cut short on New Year's Eve. He was
Get that
gunned down
motherfucker.
while visiting family for the holidays. Investigators were at a loss as to who would want to harm this dedicated father and beloved family man who had no enemies, but as the investigation unfolded, shocking secrets were revealed and a sinister plot uncovered that would shock some of the most seasoned detectives. This story takes us to St. Joseph, Michigan. St. Joseph
St.
is a small
Joseph,
city
Michigan.
located in the southwestern
never heard
part
of
of the
St.
state
Joseph,
of Michigan
Don't
in the
judge
United
here.
States.
I'm just keeping
It is
G.
situated on the shores of Lake Michigan, at the mouth of the St. Joseph River, and is known for its beautiful beaches, picturesque harbor, and charming downtown area. Tyrone Hassel III spent his childhood in the Benton Harbor region and received his education in the harbor community. He attended college for a short period of time before deciding that it wasn't the right path for him and that he instead wanted to join the military in order to serve his country. Joining the military was something he had a strong desire to do. His family was worried about him joining the military, but supported him because he decided that is what he wanted to do. After Tyrone enlisted, his relentless dedication placed him on a fast track for a number of promotions, which he eventually received. It wasn't long before he was promoted to the rank of sergeant, despite the fact that he was still a teenager at the time. He finally found what he loved to do, and it didn't seem like work to him. Tyrone not only found a good profession in the military, but he also fell in love with a fellow service member during his time there. He met a fellow soldier by the name of Kamaya Martin. He would talk about her to his family and they were happy for him. Not only was he advancing in his military career, but he had also found love. He would even talk about marrying her. The two was so in love. In the end, Tyrone decided to propose to Kamaya, and the two eventually got married. Tyrone's family fully embraced Kamaya. She would call and speak to his mother all of the time on FaceTime.
He said how many years it took? I'll be trying to see.
He advancing in his military career, but he had also found love. He would even talk about marrying her. The two was so in love. In the end, Tyrone decided to propose to Kamaya, and the two eventually got married. Tyrone's family fully embraced Kamaya. She would call and speak to his mother all of the time on FaceTime. She would call her mom, and she became like a daughter to his parents. Tyrone was so excited to be married to Kamaya and would refer to her as his queen. The two would soon be expecting a baby, and in February of 2017, Kamaya and Tyrone welcomed a baby boy. Tyrone was excited to be a dad. He loved his baby boy and would do anything to make sure he was taken care of. Tyrone and Kamaya returned to the United States for Christmas after spending most of the year in Korea. They traveled to Michigan to visit Tyrone's family during the holiday season, taking a break from their military service in Fort Stewart, Georgia. They were staying with Tyrone's father, enjoying their vacation until a tragedy struck less than an hour before the new year began. The couple was staying at Tyrone's dad's house, and on New Year's Eve, Tyrone went to a family gathering, while Kamaya opted to stay at home with their son. While Tyrone was hanging out with his family, he called Kamaya and asked her if she wanted him to bring her and their son some food. He was always making sure his wife and child were taken care of. She agreed and he headed home with a plate of food for them. When he arrived, he gave her the food and he offered to stay with them, but she encouraged him to go be with his family. He kissed his wife goodbye, and as he was heading back to the gathering, Tyrone was shot multiple times. Kamaya saw her husband laying on the side of the truck. Kamaya Hassel called 911 around 11 p.m. on December 31st, reporting that someone had shot her husband outside the house where they were staying. Police were dispatched to the scene. When the police arrived, they found Kamaya on the ground next to her husband amidst chaos and gathered neighbors. They worked to secure the scene and tend to Sergeant Hassel's injuries.
Cyrus, can you get some tape and secure this for me? Yep.
So talking about, she say he was at a family gathering, then he came to the crib to get something to eat. To bring them something to eat. And then he was gonna stay there or some shit like that. But then she told him to go back with his people, and then when he left outside, he got shot, basically. What I'm getting from that, right? He was at his people's house, and then he came back to the crib because she wanted something to eat. Got her and his son something to eat. Was gonna stay, and then she told him to go back to his people's house, and then he got hit up. And now we here. Alright.
That truck. Man, we're gonna have to get him on this cot, okay? I know. Well, let me get in there, man.
That shit crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Whoa. No.
She devastated.
Tyrone's father arrived home minutes after he was shot.
You know who he is?
My son. This Tyrone Hassel the third.
That's his pops. He come on, that's my son.
He's in the army.
Units, be advised, K9 is tracking down Gerald. We got
He say he don't even live here, he live in Georgia.
Do you have any idea what happened here?
No, he just brought us something to eat.
Okay.
I was sitting on the couch eating, and then I just heard gunshots.
I know she heard
And
as
I ran to
fuck.
put my son in the room, and I came outside, and he was laying on the cart.
Okay, how many gunshots did you hear?
I don't know, I just heard a lot.
Hey, bud, I know this is messed up, but we gotta get you guys out of here so we can secure this scene, okay? We gotta collect some evidence and find out what the hell's going on here, okay?
The freaking
Showcase is right there, that's close. He walked right up on him. He shot him point blank.
Don't do that to me, cuz. There you go, man.
Oh.
The paramedics found a sign.
Oh, I know that shit hurt. I know that hurt, man. I got 2 boys myself, and I couldn't imagine, you hear me? Man, I couldn't imagine just getting a car like that, man. That shit crazy, man.
Of life and quickly transported him to a nearby
Like a
hospital.
good brother too,
And
man.
doctors desperately tried to save his life,
Serving
but
the
sadly,
country.
doctors would pronounce 23-year-old Tyrone dead. Everyone had nothing but good things to say about Tyrone. Tyrone's father believed maybe someone wanted to rob him of his nice truck because he couldn't think of any other reason someone would just shoot him multiple times, but detectives noticed that nothing was taken from Tyrone. He was wearing a nice watch which wasn't taken. He still had money in his pocket and his phone was sitting in his truck. All evidence pointed to this not being a robbery or a random attack. This was definitely personal. Investigators continued to question neighbors about what they heard or saw that
But
night.
I ain't take shit.
Investigators spoke to a neighbor that described a man that parked his car in the driveway of an unoccupied residence and walked towards the direction of Tyrone's home. They described this vehicle doing this several days leading up to the murder. This told investigators that the suspect was probably stalking Tyrone, waiting for his opportunity. Tyrone's autopsy revealed that this was more than likely a targeted hit because Tyrone was shot multiple times at very close range. This couldn't even be a case of mistaken identity because at that distance, the killer could clearly see Tyrone's face. A week after investigating every lead, a phone call to the detective's office from an anonymous person claiming to be on a military base in Georgia provided a breakthrough in the case. The tip revealed the extramarital relationship between Kamaya and another soldier in their unit. Detectives called Army investigators and they started an investigation. They learned that Kamaya was having an affair with a 24-year-old soldier named Jeremy Cuellar.
Bruh, you lying, tribe. That shit fucked up, and he the one that did it, you hear me? I bet you any money, allegedly he the one that did it. I don't want to put it on him, man, but that shit crazy, bro. Thinking with his dick, you hear me? That shit crazy, bro. I ain't gonna even, man, that shit crazy.
Despite Kamaya appearing to be happy in her marriage, she was having an affair, and this affair was well known throughout the unit. According to one witness, Kamaya was not happy in her marriage and was leaning on Jeremy for support. Army investigations learned that Jeremy Cuellar was deeply in love with Kamaya. They relayed this information to Michigan detectives. They also learned that Jeremy Cuellar was on break at the same time as Tyrone and Kamaya, and that he was headed to his mother's house in Chicago, which is just 1.5 hours away from St. Joseph Township, where Kamaya and Tyrone would be. Army investigators also provided a description of the vehicle Jeremy was driving, which matched the description that neighbors had seen several times in the neighborhood just days before the murder. Army investigators would drop a bombshell. They spoke to a soldier that Jeremy was close to and trusted, and he told them that Jeremy confessed to him that he killed Tyrone.
Bruh, so you mean to... Oh my God! Bruh, so you mean to tell me that you fucking a nigga in the army with him, tried? Like, out of all the niggas in the world, you fucking a dude that was in the army with him, that's on the same break as him, that's on the same stepping team and everything with him? Like, bro, what the fuck going on, man? This shit crazy, bro. The world wicked.
Soldier provided them with specific details of the murder and said that Kamaya helped Jeremy plan her husband's murder. Kamaya was providing details about Tyrone's whereabouts to Jeremy so that he could carry out the murder. He told them that they communicated through Snapchat, so there would be no record of their communication. Michigan detectives were completely shocked by this information because Kamaya appeared to be devastated at the loss of her husband.
I swear, she phony than a motherfucker, bro. She had me fooled. They done snatched her ass out the motherfucking ambulance and everything, you hear me? Y'all, that motherfucker straight putting on whole time. She done set buddy ass up over a cheeseburger or some shit, bro, for her and her son, bro. That shit fucked up, man. No bullshit, bro.
He suspected that she was responsible until this information was revealed. As investigators look further, they discover a motive for Kamaya to want her husband dead. They learned that Tyrone had over $500,000 in death benefits with the military.
Bruh. Money is the root of all evil, child. They say it all the time. And a nigga kill your bitch, you hear me? Or over, you hear me? No disrespect to the ladies or the women out here, but a woman like her, she's a, you hear me? Like, come on, bro. All over some money, bro. Dude straight love you too, man. I could tell, bro, dude, and you know what I'm saying? He done went off to the service, taking up for his family, trying to provide for his family and shit. And you fucking the dude that's standing right next to him saying left, right, left. Yo ass bogus as hell, man. All over some money, man.
Detectives knew they needed to speak with Kamaya, so they called Tyrone's father to bring her down to the station, since she was staying with him at the time. Investigators told Kamaya they knew about the Snapchat messages between her and Jeremy. Backed into a corner, she confessed to everything and provided her version of what happened.
When did you start making this plan that was going to happen?
This came in Korea. We planned it, but I didn't take it seriously. I can't count on my finger how many times he's given him a bath. I can count on my finger how many times I've had a break after I've worked the same amount of hours that he worked, and I still have to come home and do everything for the baby.
Bruh, so you did this because your ass got to deal with the baby that you laid down and popped out your cooch? With this man, bro, who at the fucking service and shit? Like, what are you saying, bro? So then you go get with another dude who won't get no fucks about your son. To be honest with you, he just trying to fuck you. You hear me? Like, bro, let me leave that shit alone. Let's listen.
Rather, a relationship and a bond was built between me and Jeremy, because he will always tell me, you don't have to worry about that. When me and you get together, I'll make sure you have your breaks. I'll do this for the baby. I'll do that. And it just
the
made me
fuck,
really feel like that all of that was going to happen. I just felt like if I would have called it off, like, Jeremy probably would have, like, been upset at the fact that I called it off. And I didn't want him, like, mad at me. So I was letting him know where he was going and him being back at the house. Like, he'll be on the way to the house, or he's already gone.
So you back doing your own baby daddy, your own husband, your own lover, your own everything. She's what you call a true dick brain. You hear me? That's fucked up, bro. I swear to God, man.
Okay. So 4 days you guys are trying to kind of get this going. So there's some thinking about this. Would you agree?
Yeah. I said, well, he's about to bring us something to eat. And then that's when he came back. The money is part of it, yes. Hurry up, he's on the way back, or don't leave yet, he's outside, or it's just messages like that.
Kamaya was arrested for the murder of her husband. Detectives exercised a search warrant at Jeremy's home and discovered the murder weapon. 11 days after the murder, Jeremy was arrested and charged with first-degree murder.
First and 11. Prosecutors say that a woman and her lover
that
plotted to
shit
kill
crazy,
her husband
bro.
and knew tonight. We're getting a look inside the mind of one of the alleged killers.
Well, Brian, good evening. The murder happened New Year's Eve, but the victim's wife wasn't arrested until January 12th. That gave her a lot of time to post on social media about how she was supposedly mourning the loss of her husband.
For 2 weeks straight, posting on social media.
It has all the makings of a made-for-TV movie, a military love triangle ending in murder.
But we said it, though. We said it would not be anyone around in the community because everybody knows him. You know, he's really known and everybody likes him. I never known him to have any enemies. So we said that it had to be somebody that was really close to him. And then, to our surprise, it was his wife.
Friends of 23-year-old Army Sergeant Tyrone Hassel are still in shock that Hassel's wife and her lover allegedly killed Hassel. Investigators say 22-year-old Kamia Hassel was having an affair with a man named Jeremy Kuehler. She allegedly gave Kuehler the go-ahead to ambush her husband late New Year's Eve.
I would never think about killing my husband.
While police were hard at work investigating the murder, Kamia Hassel was busy posting on Facebook. Last Wednesday, just days before her arrest, she posted how her husband would have been proud she made the
My husband would have been proud of me. I made the Dean's List. All for you, baby. Ooh, him or Jeremy, bitch. Like, come on, bro. Your ass scandalous as hell, bro.
In another, Kamia laments about being left with the couple's soon-to-be 2-year-old son. What am I supposed to do, she asks. She even posted pictures of the man she allegedly had murdered proposing to her. And then there's these lines from Tyrone Hassel's obituary. He leaves to cherish his memory of his loving wife, Kamia Hassel. Now, those who knew Tyrone the best are left with more questions than answers.
You have to really watch the ones that are the closest to you. It's always those. You really can't trust anyone nowadays.
Nah,
you have to really make sure how close you keep someone to you.
Nah, for real.
Now, tonight, Kamia Hassel is here in the Berrien County Jail awaiting her next court appearance. Her bond is set at $2.5 million. As for Jeremy Kuehler, he's also facing first-degree murder charges. He's in jail in Georgia right now, awaiting extradition.
Can't use the army
Kamaya
money,
was found guilty of first-degree premeditated murder, using a gun to commit it.
Look at the motherfucking pigtails. Hold on, Chad. Hold on, I'll go back. Look at the motherfucking pigtail. What he say on Medicine Side? Look at the motherfucking wheels. Look at the motherfucking pigtails.
In Georgia right now, awaiting extradition.
Kamaya was found guilty of first-degree premeditated murder.
Hell fucking nah. Bitch, you should've let me shut up, man.
Using a gun to commit a crime and conspiracy to commit murder.
Bro.
She was sentenced to life in prison with no parole. Jeremy pled guilty to second-degree murder and was given 65 years in prison.
The man who killed a
All
U.S.
over
Army
some pussy.
sergeant from Michigan was sentenced today. 25-year-old Jeremy Cuellar admitted to killing Sergeant Tyrone Hassel on New Year's Eve near St. Joseph. Camilla Hassel, who helped plan the murder of her husband, is serving a life sentence. Jeremy Cuellar was emotional at his sentencing today as the victim's mother addressed the court.
Look at this, people's hurting that motherfucker. And I bet you any money he ain't never seen or heard probably with them motherfucking pigtails in it. It was always like the mugshot pictures with the little flat iron and shit. I bet he seen them mugshots like, bro, I just waste my life over this pigtail wearing that. So, shit fucked up, man. Rest in peace to dude, man. Condolences to his family for sure, man. I already know how that shit feel for sure, man.
LaShonda Jones told the court that she plays videos just to listen to her son's voice
and
told Cuellar he does not deserve to walk the earth. Cuellar burst into tears.
I want to apologize to the family again. Sincerely. I was a fool for just taking her words and not really looking to see who he was. It was stupid. And that's not me at all. You know, I was raised right. I just had issues within my own demons. I know we all do. But when she was telling me, I told her I opened up to her and she played on it. I shouldn't have, opened up to her. I was a fool for trusting her.
I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give him his respect for standing there like a man and taking that shit, you hear me? He was crying and shit, but I don't know if he crying because of the time he gotta serve or is he really remorseful for what he did. But standing there and apologizing to his family or not trying to mock them or like make fun out of dude, murder or shit like that, man, I definitely give him his respect for that. Even though what he did was fucked up, man, but I ain't gonna lie, over them women have your head twisted, man. You get what I'm saying? A lot of men ain't got strong mind on their head, and hey, woman get to tell you this, and the third, man, motherfucker, how you, jump off a bridge, goddamn me, and believe you gonna see them after the other life. You get what I'm saying? So, but like I was saying, though, much respect to dude, though, for standing there, man, like a man and apologizing to dude family for sure, even though you can't bring dude back. You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
I feel like God is working on him, and I heard the outburst, so that lets me furthermore know that God is working on him.
Look, see,
Sergeant Tyrone Hassel III was a remarkable, ambitious young man who had his whole life ahead of him. He had a promising career in the military, and his colleagues admired him for his discipline, courage, and dedication to serving his country. His death not only robbed him of his promising future, but it also left a gaping hole in the hearts of his family, friends, and colleagues, who continue to mourn his loss and still struggle to come to terms with a senseless act of violence that ended his life and left a child without both parents. Tyrone's final act was to bring his wife and child some food that
look like some motherfucking mashed potato, some orange chicken or something. I don't know what that is. Look like some at the top right here. What y'all think that is? I don't know. I can't even call it or something. But that right there look like some orange chicken, mashed potato, or some devil eggs or some type shit. This right here look like some motherfucking pasta or something. I don't know. You hear me? But he definitely had it busting.
That's an example of the great man he was.
Facts.
My condolences to his friends and family. May you continue to heal and one day find peace. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
Hey, that's fucked up though, man. Hey, you dirty for that. I forgot her name. I just know you a dirty bitch. You get what I'm saying? I mean that from the bottom of my heart, bro. Straight up, cuz that's your father. That's your son father. Now he without a parent. You and him gone. He dead, and you in jail. Can't fuck nobody else unless you get hit by one of them females. And 9 times out of 10 you will, but that's irrelevant. You get what I'm saying? But you ain't gonna be fucking Jeremy. You get what I'm saying? And you sure ain't gonna be getting under that army money. Now your son gotta grow up without 2 parents, like I was saying. And at the end of the day, was it worth it? Was it worth it, man? And it's women like you that make it hard for men like us to want to get down on one knee and trust a motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? But I'm out this bitch, man. Rest in peace to our soldier, you hear me? For real.